Any kind of medium to thick.
Got one of these. I got one of those.
That one's perfect. Right?
That one good?
Thank you.
All right. People keep leaving them at places where I play, and I put them in my pockets.
Yeah.
I hardly ever use one, but
That's, I could have left you a whole pack. I don't know, because I leave them everywhere that I go.
Hello, Jay. Hello, John. I had Rob Tiger on.
Oh, yeah?
And we had...
Did he bring his banjo?
No, he didn't. Hello, Damien. How are you? You need to watch this guy, Andrew. He might be a candidate for the Music Barn. You know Damien?
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of...
You're booked there?
Emailing. Well, he emailed me about a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And I emailed him back, and we're kind of...
Cool venue.
Yeah.
I played there a couple of times. I got a few coming up. Hello, Cliff. Okay, yeah, Damien says, what do I got to do to get you out there?
Check your email, Damien.
He's emailed you, Damien. He's giving you all the information.
I'll resend it tonight.
Hello, Gina, my daughter Gina, and my grandson Isaac, I imagine, and my granddaughter Gianna. Gosh, don't forget that, Paul. Hello, Wesley. Wesley wants to hear some new songs from you.
I've got some coming tonight.
All right. Well, we're not going to chat too much. This is Andrew Chastain. We are watching live from Brutus Hollar. Hello, Miss Teresa Key. Andrew has a new CD out. Is it released?
Not yet. We're actually we're in the process of recording. We're going to be releasing a single in about a month.
Oh, okay. So we'll just be hearing some new tunes.
You'll be hearing some new ones that haven't been recorded yet.
Okay,
so.
And then when we listen to the CD, they'll be even newer.
Exactly.
Okay. We're going to let Andrew have the floor here and start us off with a song.
Yeah.
And just remember to speak up when you're talking.
I will try my best.
Okay. Go ahead, brother.
I have a tendency to mumble a lot of times.
I do that too. My wife is constantly on me. I'm telling stories and I'm talking like this.
Yeah.
And she says, it's so hard to hear. I said, well, you got to pay attention. No, you got to speak up.
I'll be talking to a crowd somewhere, and I'll be like, oh, these guys just don't think I'm funny. And then I'll get done with that set, and people will be like, man, we can hear the music, but when you're talking in between, it's just a bunch of jumble.
Turn the compressor up a little bit.
There you go. Well, let's see what I'll start with. I'm going to start with, this is an original song that I wrote probably back in about 2013-ish, somewhere around in there. I actually released it on my first acoustic EP that I put out in 2014. Carolina Hills was the name of that EP, but this is a song that I wrote on a rainy day, and I don't know why I remember that. I just remember it was raining, but I was thinking a little bit about time, and that's kind of a theme that I like to write about, how things can, before you know it, today is yesterday, and that's where I got the idea for this. This one's called Yesterday. Sunshine was beating on my back. No spare tire and my truck got a flat. An old man stopped and offered me a lift, and he drove and talked about how it was back then. And he smiled as he looked at me and said, well, son, we were driving too fast, ducking the law, sneaking out late, trying not to get caught, racing that rising sun home every morning. And we were down by the lake in the moonlight, dancing, lots of long kisses and sweet romancing. what is your face? How the pointless fights we had were just a waste. 'Cause in the end, all that matters to me is you. Yeah, the good, the bad, and all that we've been through. I know one day we'll look back and say we were driving too fast, ducking the law, sneaking out late, trying not to get caught, racing that rising sun home every morning. We were down by the lake in the moonlight, dancing, lots of long kisses and sweet romance, and didn't know the time was slipping away. Ooh, and that was 50 years ago, but it feels like yesterday. It feels like yesterday.
Yes, sir. Like that.
Thank you
Like
very much.
that. Yes. Yes. Andrew Chastain. That's a great song.
Thanks,
That's a
man.
great song. A lot of truth in that song, too, I tell you. Yeah.
I've had a lot of wisdom. I was telling you, I work at the parts store, you know.
Right.
So there's a lot of old men that hang out in there, and that I've been working with in and around for the last 10 plus years. So I've had a lot of wisdom bestowed on me.
Well, it's a cruel thing what your mind does. It doesn't recognize the fact that your body can't do some of the stuff it used to be.
Right.
I fight with that all the time. Oh gosh, we got getting some song requests here. A lot of folks in the room tonight. We got 23 of them in there. Hello, Wink. No snow and music, huh? Give it a little time. You got some time yet. We're supposed to get some snow tomorrow, they say.
That's what they say.
My peach trees are all flowered out. Oh, well, let's see. So you are living in Andrews, or you're from the Andrews area?
No, I'm from. I grew up in Brasstown.
Oh, okay.
Went to school Martins Creek until high school. Then I went to Murphy High. I currently live in Marble, and I work in Andrews.
Okay.
Plus do this full time. So
yeah. And you got a band?
I do. Yeah.
And you work by yourself too?
I do. I do solo acoustic performances. I do some duos, some trios, and then we've got the full band, which all of my guys are leagues above me musician-wise, and great people. So I mean, it just makes me look that much better.
That's cool. That's cool. I've toyed with the idea of putting a band together. I just don't know whether I can keep them busy enough. And it's not fair to some of the good players, to let them sit around. So I've just been avoiding doing it. So where can we find your music online?
You can find it on iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby.
Okay.
And there's lots of other random websites.
You got a Reverb Nation site?
Yes.
You're on Reverb Nation, and you're on Facebook?
On Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat.
Andrew Chastain. Check him out. Check him out. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to do a song. My music's being played on a lot of these internet radio stations. You need to get on. They would love to listen to you.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. LOZ, Lake of the Ozarks Radio, is one. And the other one is Music Mafia, NOR.
Yeah.
They've both been playing me a lot.
That's awesome.
This week they're having a poll, and last week's poll I finished number 6. And out of all the talent they got, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
People out there voting for me. This is the song from this week's poll. I don't know if everybody's familiar with this. This is a song about a guy who grew up here in Clay County, I imagine, and got out of school, and unlike you, was not able to find any meaningful work.
Right.
You hear that story a lot,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you're not going to flip burgers or work for the school board or the county, there's not much else to do.
Right.
And it's kind of sad. We lost a lot of industries here. We used to have a tool forge here, wasn't it? Stanley Tools used to be here.
Stanley was another They were probably in Murphy too, but there's been lots. The Levi plant, the Lee plant,
Right.
A lot of factory work is left out.
Furniture business is pretty much all gone.
Right.
So it was kind of tough. This kid ended up going to Florida and got a job down there and couldn't stand being away from the mountains. And I know how that is, because I kind of feel that way now too, even though I'm an adopted guy here. Heading up by 75, I'm passing all those cities by, through the cotton fields and Georgia rolling hills. Soon I'll be up on the mountainside, back to where I used to hide from all those city lights. I'm coming from Carolina, Georgia, hope to find you just the way I left you in 2002. There's a memory I still share. I can still see her there in her faded jeans, in her long, long hair. I'm gonna find a way to finally be here Tuesday. I'll be back home in my hometown. I'm gonna find you now. I'm gonna search this town. I know the places where we used to roam when we were running around in my hometown. My hometown, coming from Carolina, to my hometown. I headed down the river road to the place we used to go, where we used to catch our trout. The river washed it out. I tried to look around some more. I even looked in the country store where we used to buy our smokes when we camped in the great outdoors. I'm coming from Carolina, Georgia, to find you just the way I left you in 2002. Oh, there's a memory I still share. I can still see her there in her faded jeans and her long red hair. Oh, I'm gonna find a way to finally be here Tuesday. I'll be back home in my hometown. Hey, I'm gonna find you now. I'm gonna search this town. I know the places where we used to go when we were running around in my hometown. My hometown, I'm coming from Carolina to my hometown.
Nice.
I like that song.
It's a good song.
Yeah, it was written by a good friend of mine from Florida, Doug McTurn, who's an electrical engineer of all things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's got a talent with a lyric. He's pretty good. He's been real good to me. I let him fool around with his song, and change a lot. I don't want you to do anything,
It's tough, yeah.
That's the way it is. You know,
Yeah.
oh well.
You're messing with their baby.
Well,
sometimes, I mean,
that's a problem with putting stuff out in the public, though. I mean, once it's out there, anybody can do anything they want with it as long as they're paying you for it.
Right.
And who had that song back in the? There was a song back in the '60s or the '70s, I think. You might not even been here then. Look what they've done to my song, Mom.
That was the name of the song?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember who did the song, but it was all about going into the studio and having a producer just totally turn things upside down on her, and she
kind of a common theme.
Yeah. So, you have any shows coming up of note nearby?
I do actually. This weekend, I'll be just right down the road at Hayesville Chevelle's.
Oh, okay, down on 69.
Yeah, Friday night.
Okay.
It's actually open jam night.
Oh.
So any musicians out there that want to come and jam out and play some songs, or if you're just getting started and you're a songwriter, you want to come play for a lower pressure situation. You come and hang out there. It starts at 8, finishes around 12.
Okay.
It's actually where I first started, not Hayesville Chevelle's, but open mic at Chevelle's in Murphy was one of the first places that I had ever played.
Me too. That and the Grind and Wine.
Yeah. I didn't play at the Daily Grind until actually this last year, but I love that place.
I did too.
It's a fun place.
Too. Good people come in there.
Great people.
Yeah, Chevelle's is totally the opposite. Chevelle's is not that they're bad people. I didn't mean it that way. They're just it's a different kind of crowd. It's a bar.
It's a bar. It's not really. It's not as much of a listening room as as the Daily Grind. But then Saturday I'll be at Calaboose Cellars.
Oh, cool. You're going to do
the outside
lounge. Are you going to be outside?
Yeah. Well, hopefully the weather's nice. If it's cold, then we'll be inside in the lounge. But it'll be myself and Dave Poole, my bass player. He'll be with me, and possibly another musician. We don't know yet.
Cool.
But it should be a good time. That's from 6 to 8, so that's where I'll be this weekend.
Alrighty. Well, give us a song.
Let's do another one.
Yes.
I'm gonna play you a newer one. This one, my drummer Ben Kilmer, he came up to me one night and had this song idea. We were hanging out at a friend's house. He was like, "I've been working on this little idea that I've got," and he didn't have it completely worked out. He had an idea and he wanted to talk about home in it. So we sat down and worked on it. Ended up with this one. It's called "Take Me Back Home." If I can get my guitar in tune. But we're going to be recording this one and putting it on the new album that we're working on. And my guitar player, Daniel Nichols, this song sounds... And whenever I got Zach Kilmer, Ben's brother, playing the pedal steel, that just totally transforms this song.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a really epic song whenever you got the full band in there. But I'm going to do my best to give a good representation. Another shift at 3 a.m., 1,000 feet deep. The sun ain't made its way down underneath this cold heat. Doing what he's got to has a high price to pay. Putting food on the table for his family every day. Saying, "Take me back home, where my heart. Take me back home, where my heart is. Take me back home, where my heart is. Yeah, take me back home. Take me back home." He's been dodging them bullets for over 3 years in Iraq. Over there, the sun and the devil don't let up off of your back. He keeps a picture in his hat and prays to God at night, saying, "Lord, get me back home, back to my sweet wife. Lord, take me back home, where my heart is. Take me back home, where my heart is. bar, playing for tips. It's a hell of a life on the road, can make a man up and quit. It's nights like these when I want just what I'm doing here, chasing down this neon dream, wasted so many years, saying take me back home, where my heart is. Take me back home, where my heart is. Take me back home, where my heart is. Yeah, take me back home. Take me back home. Well, I call home. It ain't on no map with a piece of land marked by no stone. It's the only place where my heart will ever be home. I'm coming home. Take me back home, where my heart is. Take me back home, where my heart is. Take me back home, where my heart is. Yeah, take me back home. Take me back home. Yeah, take me back home. Take me back home. Thanks, man.
Yes.
Thank you.
A lot of folks like that song, yes.
Thank you.
Yes. People in California, I saw we had a couple of folks from Idaho were in the chat room, and
Carol.
we got some folks been watching from Canada. But several hours up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's too cold to go outside, I guess. So. Michael Philippone, how are you? Are you getting bad reception down there, huh, Teresa? Yeah, Teresa's down in right south of Atlanta in Tyrone, and they have a house over here on the creek across the road from me, but they live down that way. And there's some bad storms down here tonight.
Looked like it was bad on the way over here.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of trees twisted up. And
oh gosh, yeah.
it looked really bad.
We had a tornado on Saturday night. I was working in Helen at a new place, the Hollar Resort I worked at, and as I was packing up, it was about 9:30, and they said, there's a big storm coming, you better hurry up and get out of town. I got on the road, there's only one way home, over the Unicoi, and I got almost all the way up to where 180 turns off and goes over to Brasstown Bald.
Yeah.
And right before that, traffic was dead stopped.
Oh, wow.
And I'm sitting there. Finally, somebody came going down the other way and said, there's trees down all along the road. They closed the road down, So I had to go all the way back into Helen.
Oh, man.
And then took 348 over to
Cleveland?
No, I went over to Blairsville.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But yeah, an hour drive turned into 2.5 hours. But up here, over by Sweetwater Bend on the river there, they had a tornado that came through it, but it never touched down. It was about treetop height.
I saw that. That's where, I saw the trees.
Yeah.
None of the houses were damaged.
No.
That's amazing.
There's a couple that were, but it's funny because you could tell that it was twisting because some of the trees are this way and some of them are that way. It's kind of weird. That's a good song. I like that song.
Thanks,
I like that song. Home is a good topic for songs. One night I did a set at the folk school, and I did nothing but home tunes for an hour.
Yeah.
I got to give a little shout out to a good friend, a railroad man, and a friend of my brother Joe's, Jerry. I'm not sure exactly how he pronounced his last name. I think it's Monsheen, but apparently passed away kind of unexpectedly, and want to send our condolences to Jerry and his family. And I don't know if I should do a song for him or not. You know, you get old, you start thinking about dying more, I think. You know, at some point it's got to end, and you just don't know how close am I, you know?
Right.
And a lot of people got a lot of ideas about what happens after you die. Some think nothing happens, and other things, you know, you go into some eternal thing. I'm not sure what it is, but I think there's something.
I believe there's something for
I think
sure.
there's something.
I definitely have a strong belief in what I think happens. But
I mean, I watch stuff grow out there, and I see how things just continue to happen, and it just doesn't make sense in my mind that it was all an accident.
oh, I don't
You know?
think so for a second. Yeah.
So, Joe Scopoletti, I got to stand up. I got a new look tonight. My cousin Tony, who just retired from Astro Apparel, gave me a bunch of vests, and this is one of Anthony's. Okay. Anyway, so this song, I don't know where this song came from, but I did this song when my brother-in-law passed away. Tried to find the author, and I have not been able to. A lot of people say that this song kind of depresses them, but to me it kind of gives me a little hope. Oh, I have seen my last tomorrow. I am holding my last breath. Goodbye, sweet land of sorrow. My new life begins with death. Oh, I am standing on the mountain, and I can hear the angels' song, and I am reaching over Jordan. Take my hand, Lord, lead me home. All my burdens are behind me. I have prayed my final prayer. Don't you cry over my body. That ain't me. No, that ain't me lying there. No, I am standing on the mountain, and I can hear the angels' songs. I am reaching over Jordan. Take my hand, Lord, lead me home. Take my hand, Lord, lead me home.
I love that song.
It ain't a sad song. It's
No.
not.
Who is the, did you say who was the original writer
I
on that?
don't know. I couldn't find it. I heard Jamie Johnson do it
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he wrote that song.
I don't think he did.
Did he not?
No, I don't think so.
It sounded, whenever I first heard it, and that's one of my favorite songs that he does.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. But I really anything else. I think that's why I not to believe that he had written it, but
There's I like his version of Four Walls of Rayford.
yeah.
He kills that. He killed it. Oh, Okay, Cape Cod. Okay, Thomas, are you expecting more snow again? Gosh, you guys got hammered, didn't you? You like my pillow? My family, we are all. If any of you that know me intimately know that me and all my kids and my wife we're movie junkies, and we are constantly quoting movies. And y'all know what movie this came from, I imagine. This is Copper Regime Clemenza in The Godfather, the first one. After they killed Paulie, he tells the guy who shot the gun, he said, leave the gun there, just bring the cannolis. So, okay. How are you, Bob? How are you? Joe, you're getting the storm? Oh, okay. Yeah, he's up in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Actually, he's in Peckville, Pennsylvania. Yeah, we get a lot of folks from all over. Snow coming to Cincinnati too. Okay, Mike. Okay. Well, we're gonna have Andrew warm you up a little bit.
I'll try. I'm gonna keep going with some originals.
Sure.
It's not often whenever I have an audience that's sort of forced to listen to original songs.
Oh no, they're all here with their own free will.
Well, I can't see them physically get up and walk out though, so it's a confidence booster for me.
Yeah.
This is a song that I released on that 2014 EP that I was telling you about, and this is a song about rain, kind of fitting for today. It's called Summer Rain. Well, the weatherman said today would be 102. Once I think he might have been telling the truth. He's a swinging that hammer, that shirt soaks wet. He's smiling as he sees those clouds roll in from the west. And he said, oh, give me that sweet summer rain. I'll head back to the house and call it a day. I'll find my baby and I'll hold her tight. Listen to the raindrops on the roof all night. Well, a couple 100 miles away, there's a farmer on his knees. He's praying out to God, Lord, help me please. This drought has took a lot, but I still have faith. And I know you'll bring me through these times, Lord, lead the way. And you prayed, give me that sweet summer rain. Lord, don't let it all go away. This cotton won't last another day without some of your sweet summer rain. Well, the summer sun was shining bright on the hood of my truck. Ain't it funny how this time of year makes me think about us? All the things that we thought we'd be, how we swore we would never leave, makes me wish that sky would open up. There's a lot more on my mind right now
Nice song.
Thanks, man.
Song.
Thanks
Nice
very
song.
much.
Nice song. Kathy from St. Augustine, how are you? Jenny Stevenson from Music Mafia Radio. Yes. Good to see you tonight. Good to see you tonight.
I knew it.
Yeah, sort of. But this guy got a voice, though. You can understand him. It's funny, you know. I like more of Bob Dylan stuff by other people than I do by him sometimes.
Yeah.
In his early years, I mean, I listened to the heck out of him back in the late 60s and early 70s. But then he kind of went somewhere else. I don't know where it was.
Acid Lane.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm doing good, Rich. How about you? I'm going to stick with the rain theme. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny how songs remind you of things. I was in Florida, I guess it was 2 or 3 years ago, on my winter tour, and my kids have television. I mean, regular TV, you know, satellite and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we have Hulu and we're all internet. We cut the cord a long time ago.
Right.
I can get all the bad news I want on the internet. You know, so,
Yeah.
they were talking about the Mississippi River flooding over around by St. Louis, and just kind of, I'd seen a Broadway show when I got out of the service in the early 70s, and it was called The Big River, and Roger Miller wrote all the music for it. Some of his best stuff, I think. And this is a song from that show. This is called River in the Rain. River in the rain. Sometimes at night you look like a long white train, while it whistle for me. River I never seen the sea, but if you're on the run, winding somewhere just trying to find the sun, whether the sunshine or whether the rain. River, I love you just the same, but sometimes in a time of trouble, when you're out of hand and your muddy bubbles roll across my floor, you carry away the things I treasure. Hell, there ain't no way to measure why I love you more than I did the day before. River in the rain. Sometimes at night like a long white train, winding away somewhere for me. River, I've never seen the sea. But sometimes in a time of trouble, when you're out of hand and your muddy bubbles roll across my floor, you carry away the things I treasure. Hell, there ain't no way to measure why I love you more than I did the day before. A river in the rain. Sometimes at night you look like a long white train, winding away somewhere for me. River, I've never seen the sea. Roger, great. I love it. Yeah, he drank a lot. course, he had a cadre of folks that just followed him everywhere because they just wanted to know what the next thing was going to come out of his mouth. You know, he seemed to have a lot of good ideas. Trailers for sale or rent was a sign he saw on the road, you know, and it became king of the road.
Yeah.
But I like that song. He did some good work on that Broadway show. Some nice stuff. All right. Well, stop messaging. You're messing up my screen. Okay. I see we have someone from Canada showed up a minute ago. I think it was Pat. If I remember, I just saw that from Newfoundland.
I saw that.
Yeah. Okay, give us a song.
This is I'm gonna show you another new one. This is gonna be the single we're releasing May 1st. I think is gonna be the date. We haven't officially announced that yet, but we're working with actually a local studio here in Blairsville, Clubman Studio.
You told me about them. It might have been.
Could have been Wyatt.
Rob Tiger, yeah. Okay.
Oh, Rob, yeah.
I think Rob is getting ready to do some recording, and he says, I don't want him to make it real pretty. I want it to sound like me.
Yeah.
And he said, I think I found the place.
Yeah, he's Jimmy Smith owns it, and he does a really good job, especially with getting natural sounds like Rob's talking about. It's a really nice studio, and we've had a blast recording so far. It's just been fun. But
Cool.
we're excited about this one. This one's called With You, and it's definitely a little bit more rocking, than the rest of the stuff we got. You might not get that vibe with me playing it, but our guitar player Daniel, he really rocks out on this one.
Are you tuned down a half step?
I'm not.
You're not? Okay,
No.
so you're in real tune.
I'm just in real tune.
Oh, I love you. Okay.
It's called With You. I see you, baby, with that look in your eye. Don't think I missed it when you walked on by. I can feel the heat in here is starting to rise. Don't tell me what we might burn down tonight. I've been playing the game for a while. Tonight I see you change your smile. You got me thinking, maybe you're thinking. You know just what it is that I want to do. I wanna call you darling while you're holding my hand. Forget about the time that my world is tonight. I wanna feel your heartbeat against me in the darkness. Hold on to you so tight. Wake up in the morning right with you. So what you say, baby, let's hit the road. We'll flip a coin, know I'm ready to Thanks, man.
I can hear the band in there.
Really rocking with everybody. Better timing.
There's a lot of difference.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm going to do this thing here. Let's see how it goes here. I don't know what I'm doing here in Houston. The last thing I remember, I was gone to Mexico. I guess it has to do with a girl named Susan. I left her in that little town a week or so ago. I never thought I'd be a sad song of love on the road. Lord, you know I always love to travel, but miles and miles with a worried mind is a no fight. Turn up healing in my soul. Oh, it hurts a little less with every mile. It's gonna take a while to get back on the long road. I'm the kind of man that lets his conscience lead him. Oh, I've seen the way those velvet chains can claim a young man's dream. If it's down to choices, give me freedom. As long as there's a place somewhere that I ain't never seen. Cause I've still got a few more years to gamble. If I can find a way to play the hand the future holds, till I find peace of mind, let me ramble. I get around to settling down before I get too old. And way out here the wind is blowing wild, stirring up the healing in my soul. Oh, it hurts a little less with every mile. It's gonna take a while to get back on the long road. Long road home. Way out here the wind is blowing wild. Ain't a feeling to get back long road. Long road home. I don't know what I'm doing here in Houston.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's a good song.
Thank you. Thank you.
Who's that originally by?
That was written by a fellow named Larry Mitchell from Nashville. Larry's from Selma, Alabama, and good friend, about my age, maybe a little maybe a little younger, not much. But he is the piano tuner in Nashville.
Okay.
And that's in quotes. I mean, if you got a studio or the Ryman Auditorium or the Opry House or whatever, he's the guy who tunes the piano.
Yeah.
And great job.
Yeah.
Great songwriter, too.
Yeah.
I wish he would write some more. He's given me some good songs.
That one seemed really familiar. I probably heard you play it before.
I've been doing it for a couple of years now. I recorded it in Nashville, and sad to say, I really don't like the job that the producer did with it, and I probably should have stood up for it. I mean, I was spending my money, but you know, I'm the producer, you know.
Right.
So, and it just seemed to lose a lot of energy. He ended up doing it somehow like oh gosh, I'm trying to think what it would, sort of a Van Morrison kind of feel.
Right.
I think he had it in 6 instead of 4, and he just changed a lot of stuff. And I guess had I been able to work with the song a while, it might have been a little better. But you know, you go to the studio in Nashville, you know, and you know they take your demo and they listen to it and they say, okay, here we go, you know, and I learned my lesson. That was a lot of money I spent over there. I'm sorry it's choppy out there, folks. I don't think it's my end. I mean, if some of you are able to see it cleanly, that means that I'm transmitting okay. And I would say that you're having a problem with the reception there. It is a stormy night, though. I know Florida's getting a lot of stuff, and we've got some stuff to the west, I guess, coming to us, and folks up north are starting to get hit again too. So. Well, what else do I need to say? Did I miss anything? My schedule, yes. This Friday, if you're in Georgia, I'll be at the Black Sheep, Jay Jenkins, in Blue Ridge on Friday night. Saturday afternoon, I will be at the Hightower Creek Vineyards over in Hiawassee. And Sunday, I will be at the Fainting Goat Vineyards, and yes, the goats do faint.
I saw it.
That's down in Jasper. That's Sunday afternoon, and the month is going by pretty quickly. I can't believe it's already spring, and we're expecting snow tomorrow. The weather's just been totally crazy. I'm going to let Andrew give us another tune here.
Not to keep with this rainy, stormy weather theme, but this is a new song. Well, new-ish. I haven't. We've yet to put it out anywhere, but I wrote this one with a guy named Tom Ritchie in Nashville. Last year or year before last, and we've worked with it. We just haven't been able to record it yet, but we might be doing that soon. And it was interesting that I had a song idea when I went out there. This was the first time I'd ever met the guy and wrote with him, you know. And the idea that I had kind of revolved around the idea of an F5 tornado, you know. And he's from the UK, and tornadoes are pretty exclusive to the US, so. Trying to, you know, he was like, well, what happens, you know, in a tornado? And it's like, I've seen videos and stuff, you know, but it was cool. I mean, it was kind of an interesting experience. I just figured everybody knew what a tornado was, you know, what happened. But
you know Lori Anderson from Murphy?
I do.
She posted a picture on Facebook this morning, and it's somebody sitting in a chair with the ruby red slippers watching TV, and it says, they're calling for a tornado, but you're ready.
Yeah.
She had Dorothy slippers on. Hello, Cheryl. How are you? And I'm hoping my brother-in-law Wayne is with her. They're down in Sanford, Florida. All right, well, you got the floor, brother.
This one's called F5. There's a storm moving in. There's a change in the air tonight. Ain't no sense running. The crazy feels this right. So come on, baby, let's hold tight. I'm already on one hell of a ride. Hold me in like an F5. Oh, yeah, baby, like an F5. Let me shelter you, baby, from the wind and the rain and the hail that's pouring down. Just lay it down, right down, like an F5. Spin barefoot in the moonlight, baby, lightning strikes. As you move on in and put your lips on mine, and you lift me up, blow me away. Oh, baby, like an F5. Oh, yeah, baby, like an F5. My heart is beating loud as thunder. I feel your body tremble under mine. Twisted all up in the night. There's nothing left but you and I. Oh, like an F5. Spin barefoot in the moonlight, baby, like a step. Like an F5. Spin barefoot in the moonlight, baby, lightning strikes. As you move on in and put your lips on mine, and you lift me up, blow me away. Baby, like an F5. Oh, yeah, baby, F5. Tearing it up, tearing it up. Yeah, tearing it up, tearing it up. Yeah, tearing it up, tearing it up.
Nice.
Thanks. Thank you, man.
Nice. Oh, well, thank you, Peter. Thank you. This is a great way for us to get out to you folks. I mean, traveling is so expensive these days, and I get out to the Northeast once in a while, and of course, I go down to Florida every now and then, and I've been over to Alabama and been out to Texas and this and that, but I just can't keep doing it, and at least not on a regular basis like I'd like to. I mean,
Right.
I just love to get in the bus and go.
Yeah.
I'm an old road. I mean, I did it for years. From probably about 1971 until 1980, I was on the road 50 weeks out of the year.
Wow.
Luckily, our situation was all of our shows were 2 weeks at a time at the venue, so it was set up on Monday, play through Saturday, have Sunday off, play the next week, tear down Saturday night, drive on Sunday, and then start all over again. But
Yeah.
at least it wasn't up and down every day. That'll age you.
Add some years on
Yeah.
it. Thanks, Rich.
Gave you a little time to learn about the towns and people, and I don't want to talk about it. Altoona, Pennsylvania. Conshohocken. Kansas City. I'm going to do a Merle song, and we got something we can do together, you think?
I'm sure.
I'm going to do this thing and think about something we might be able to do together that's good for a simple old guy. Let me make sure I'm in the right key. Yeah, there we go. Okay. This song was written by Iris DeMint. You know Iris?
I don't think so.
She did a bunch of stuff with John Prine. She did that song, In Spite of Ourselves.
Yeah.
You know that song?
Yeah.
That's her voice.
Okay.
Yeah. She's a great songwriter. Has not really gotten a lot of recognition, although, I mean, she's pretty popular on the coffee house circuit, and she's still doing a lot of stuff. She works a lot with John Hyatt from time to time, and Lyle Lovett. Well, she wrote this song, and I thought Merle pretty much wrote all of his own stuff, but this is one that he's recorded for somebody else's. This is called No More Time to Cry. My daddy died a year ago today. The rooster started crowing when they carried Dad away. Well, there beside my mother in the living room I stood, with my brother and my sister, knowing Dad was gone for good. Well, I hung around just long enough to lay him in the ground. Then I called a train to do a show up north in Detroit town, 'cause I'm older now, and I ain't got no time to cry. I've got no time to look back, I've got no time to see the pieces of my heart that have been ripped away from me. And when the feeling starts to come in, I've learned to stop and fast, 'cause I don't know if I let them go, they might not want to pass. And there's just so many people, they're trying to get me on the phone, and there's bills to pay, and songs to play, and a house to make a home. And I'm older now, and I ain't got no time to cry. I can still remember back before we had our girls. So many things have changed, so much here in my world. I remember sitting on the back porch when an ambulance went by, and just listening to those sirens, I would break right down and cry. But now I'm walking and I'm talking, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm working overtime just so I don't come unglued. And I'm older now, and I ain't got no time to cry. Well, I lay down on the sofa and I watch the evening news. There's a half a dozen tragedies from which to pick and choose. The baby that went missing was found in a ditch today, and there's bombs are flying, people crying, not so far away. I'll take a beer out the refrigerator and go sit out in the yard, and with a cold one in my hand, I'll bite down and swallow hard, 'cause I'm older now, and I ain't got no time to cry. Yes, I'm older now, and I ain't got no time to cry. No time to cry. No time to cry. A little bit of Merle.
It's a great song.
It's a good tune.
Great song,
It is a good tune. She is a great songwriter.
Yeah.
She's written some nice stuff.
All right. It's a timeless song for sure that
it is.
holds true
It is.
forever.
It is. And Merle picked a good one. He really did. Todd Newman, hello. Gosh, I'm seeing some new folks in here tonight. Folsom Prison keeps coming up. We get a lot of thumbs, you know. That's the only finger they allow them to use. What you got in mind?
You thinking about one like together?
Yeah, if we can do something.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, I know we can do Wagon Wheel.
We can.
I saw somebody request that earlier, the Old Crow version.
Yeah.
I can play. The problem is a lot of the covers that I do, I end up like putting my own influence on.
Well, that's
so
the
much.
same problem I have too. You do Folsom Prison?
I'm sure I would mess it up.
You would, okay.
I would.
Okay. That's good.
Probably wagon wheel would be the
Wagon
easiest,
wheel's
simplest,
good.
you know.
What key do you normally do that
right
in?
there, A.
Right there? Yeah, I actually am in D, but that's okay. I can do that.
Oh, I was just thinking. I don't know if that's in the key.
That'll work.
In the key of A or not.
It's 5 down. No, it's 5 down. That's A. I'm normally in D. Is what I'm saying. No, that's fine.
We can do it
that's
however.
good. That's good there. Go ahead.
You want to just you want to trade off verses? You want to sing a verse, you sing a verse?
Yeah, go ahead. You get it going. Get it going.
Head down south to the land of the pond, coming my way into North Carolina. Looking up the road, pray to God I see headlights. Headed down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a funky dog full of flowers. I'm hoping for Raleigh, I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama.
Professionals, we finished together. Pat is asking for you to do a song if you want to do one more.
Sure. Yeah.
Something you know?
Sonny's Dream?
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Oh, well, why is she asking you to do it? I'm sure she was talking to you and not me.
What's up, James?
Oh, well, this is normally about the time we kind of close the show down. I know you railroad folks like overtime. Well, thank you, Rich. Thank you. And hello, Sandy. Where have you been? You've been MIA. MIA. Well, I don't know. Trying to think if we could do one more.
What about I don't know what key. What about Midnight in Montgomery?
I can do that. I normally do that about A minor or so. I think. Is that it?
If you want to just play it, I'll just kind of try to find some harmony and sing along a little bit.
Actually, I'll do it. I'll do it a half step up then if
try not
if
to
you
get
just
in your
want me
way.
to do that. I'm going to send this out to Jay Jenkins. Midnight in Montgomery, silver good lonely road. I was on my way to Mobile for a big New Year's Eve show. I stopped for just a minute, see a friend outside of town. Put my collar up, I found his name and I felt the wind die down. A drunk man in a cowboy hat took me by surprise. Wearing shiny boots, a nudie suit and haunted eyes. He said, friend, it's good to see you. It's nice to know you care. When the wind picked up, he was gone. Was he ever really there? Oh, each midnight in Montgomery, he let a whippoorwill see the stars shine up above the sky. Feel like lonesome too. When the wind is right, you can hear his song, smell whiskey in the air. Midnight in Montgomery, he's always singing there. Take the next verse.
Yeah, I got it. Well, I climbed back on that eagle, took one last look around. Red tail lights, a shadow moved slow across the ground. And off somewhere a midnight train slowly passing by. I can hear that old whistle blowing. I'm so lonesome I could cry. In Montgomery, just to hear that whippoorwill, see the stars light up the purple sky, and feeling lonesome chill. When the wind is right, you hear the song and smell whiskey in the air. Midnight in Montgomery is always singing there.
Always singing there. Hank's always singing there. That's a great song.
It is a good song.
That is a great song. All right. Well, we're going to say goodnight to you folks. We've had a good time here on Live from Brutus Hollar tonight. I want to shout out to my grandson Isaac. I think he might still be awake. I imagine my granddaughter Gianna is asleep. I think I saw my daughter Jacqueline online. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure whether she has the boys and girls tonight or not. We're going to say goodnight. Make sure you check out Andrew online. You can listen to him all day long if you want to on Spotify or on iTunes. And that's not a bad thing. You know, they pay us 0.0005 cents, I think.
A fraction of a penny for every million listens. It's cool.
Yeah, you know, we get 10,000 views, we get $10, I think. We want to thank you. And listen, anytime you guys get the opportunity to go out and see some live music, support those folks. Andrew's lucky he's got a real job, which, you know, believe it or not, it buys you a lot of freedom as an artist because you can kind of pick and choose what you do.
Right.
When you're in it for a living, things change a little bit. Although when you get to be my age, you can play the old man card and say, I just don't care anymore. I am blessed that folks like what I do, and I'm even more blessed that I do too. So It's not bad at all. But please get out and support live music. Drop a nickel in the jar for the guys and then buy their CDs and get a chance. Get on Andrew's website, say hello. I am, lucky to be able to get folks like Andrew on the show. I think next week, I'm not quite sure, but we're talking to Heidi Holton, and I think she might be able to get a reprieve from the calaboose on Tuesdays and do the show next week. We've got some other things going on. Elvis might be on in a few more weeks. Yes. Thank you, folks. Thank you all. Yes, you can find me on YouTube. You can find, you got stuff on YouTube,
Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel.
Okay, yes. And when you get to those YouTube channels, hit that little subscribe button.
There you go.
YouTube right now has, Heidi's going to be at the Mountain Valley on Saturday. All right. Yes, YouTube has changed the deal now. You can't monetize your songs anymore unless you have 1,000 followers.
Right.
And I'm up to about 300. I've been pushing real hard, but it's been tough.
It's tough on YouTube. It really is.
Well, a lot of people that watch YouTube are not members of Google, and so to try to subscribe, you've got to sign up to Google. They don't make it easy. They don't make it easy. Now, for your fans that are young, it's not too bad, but for my old folks,
people are still, overall, and not talking bad about anybody, but people are generally lazy. So, if it takes more than a couple clicks, no matter what the age, it's tough to get people to come.
Well, and we had tried to move this show at one point to YouTube, but the chat room was not friendly like it is here, where people can talk with each other, and the interface was a little strange, and it taxed my computer.
Yeah.
I wasn't using the phone at the time. It's amazing what I can do with this little phone.
Yeah.
I do at some point want to get a mixer and a mic and get the sound a little bit better, but I'm not too unhappy with the way it is. Anyway, we're going to say goodnight, folks. You've been watching live from Brutus Hollar. Andrew Chastain, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. We'll be back next Tuesday. Keep an eye on Facebook and find out who's going to be on. We'll see you all then. Say goodbye, Andrew.
Goodbye, Andrew.